Hello everyone, and welcome to FinWiser Advisory. In this course, we are talking about financial modeling, DCF and comparable valuation. We are building a financial model on Tesla Motors. In Module 5, we will cover cost drivers. In this module, we will understand how to identify cost drivers, extracting the historical data from annual reports, creating placeholders for forecast period, calculating values in the forecast period. We will be using Microsoft Excel. In this template, there are 3 sheets named as Cost Drivers 1 through Cost Drivers 3, which step-by-step runs the user on how to build cost drivers. Historical income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, and revenue drivers created in the previous modules are available in this as well. Once the user completes a module, the final outcome of that is available to be used in the next module. Now, let's start with the first sheet. Identify cost drivers. Cost drivers are basically the operating costs incurred by the company during the year and can be classified as production and non-production related expenses. Generally, all the cost items reported in the profit and loss statement before the operating income, EBIT, or income from operations line item are classified as operating cost. In this case, companies' operating costs are classified as 1. Automotive sales. Row 10 represents the direct cost related with the production of automotives. 2. Development services. Row 11 represents the direct cost related with development services. 3. Research and development. Row 12 represents the expenses incurred on research and development of existing and new products. 4. Selling general and administrative. Row 13. SG&A represents the non-production related office and admin expenses incurred during the year. First step is to set up the historical data, that is, for FY 2011 to 2013 including revenue, row 7, number of units sold, row 8, and cost data, row 10 to 13. This information can be sourced from income statement. Please refer to cell D7 to F7, D10 to F14. Automotive sales cost represents production-related cost and can be forecasted as a percentage of automotive sales revenue. For historical period, cell range D25 to F25 can be calculated based on automotive sales cost in row 10 and revenue from sales of automotive revenue driver sheet, row 7. Forecast period cell range G25 to K25 is a placeholder to input forecast period assumption. In general, depreciation and amortization, D&A, cost is included as part of operating cost in the income statement, and sometimes it is not reported as a separated line item but clubbed with the cost of operations. Since Tesla income statement doesn't include D&A cost as a separate line item, we have assumed that D&A is included in automotive sales cost, and hence we have divided the automotive sales cost in 2 parts, that is, D&A and cost excluding D&A. Here, D&A will be forecasted while calculating CAPEX, and depreciation and cost excluding D&A is calculated as percentage of automotive sales revenue as stated earlier. The automotive sales cost during forecast period cell range G20 to K20 needs to be calculated as a product of forecasted automotive sales revenue. Revenue driver sheet, row 7 and input in cell range G25 to K25. The user can calculate cost per unit sold in row 24 as a matrix which can be used for reference and can help in determining the gross margin per unit sold. Development services cost contribution is very small in the overall cost base, and hence we have forecasted the same as a hard-coded absolute assumption. R&D, and SG&A expense are forecasted as a percentage of revenue and structured based on the methodology as used for automotive sales cost. Once the cost calculation for the forecast period is completed on cost driver's sheet, link the same to the income statement. Please refer to example in cell G12, G13, G19, and G20 on how to link data from cost driver's sheet. That's all for now. See you in the next module. Have a wonderful day.